beautiful truth seekers. Welcome back to Truth in Life Tarot. So in this reading, we are going to be going over who are you meant to be. So for pile 1, we have the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot with the citrine crystal. For pile 2, we have the Light Seers Tarot and the Moonlight crystal. For pile 3, we have the Crystal Power Tarot with the red jasper crystal. And for pile 4, we have the Luna Somnia Tarot with this green aventurine heart. So the timestamps are going to be down below, including the pre-shuffle, and I will see you guys at your pile. Bye. Hello and welcome to the pre-shuffle. So first up, we have the Sacred Destiny Oracle. So, pile 1, where are they meant to be? Pile 2. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to take the ones that fell face up. Pile 3. And pile 4. Okay, and we have the Fundamentals of Astrology Oracle deck. So for some of you, this may represent your North Node, or it may kind of give more detail into that. Pile 1. Wait, did I just flip them? Yeah, I did it the other way. Okay. Pile 2. Pile 3. Pile 4. I also wouldn't be surprised if there was some kind of blockage, if those cards will help you guys get through that blockage. But we'll see. So these are the Power Thought Oracle cards. So for pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. So these cards will definitely give you inspiration. For who you are meant to be. Pile 4. Okay, so that concludes the pre-shuffle, and I will see you guys at your pile. Bye. Hi, pile one. If you chose the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot as well as the Citrine Crystal, then this is your reading. So, who are you meant to be, pile one? I knew that one was gonna fall. Okay, hang on. Let's get the ones that fell. Where are you meant to be? I'm already getting kind of like a almost like a wanderer energy. Okay, and the back of the deck energy is the Nine of Cups. Okay, so you guys have... Okay, some of this is gonna have to go down here because all of this isn't gonna fit. Okay. This is so uneven and it's gonna bother me. Move everything over. And I know some of it has to do with the camera, but I'm still going to try to get this all in the shot. Okay, so you guys have the Lovers reversed, Temperance reversed, Two of Cups reversed, the Knight of Cups. You have the Fool, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the back of the deck energy was the Nine of Cups. So, okay, so the wandering energy I was getting before is more like... I'm almost getting like leadership or... So it's not wandering energy per se. It's more like a very... like a lot of responsibility. So you guys may be the kind of people to like call stuff out. Like you could be kind of the like a trend starter or the kind of person who is just like the trailblazer. There you go. Like the trailblazer, like the first person to that you know, like the first person that you know of to do things. And all of these except for this one, which is in reverse, all of these cards depict someone who is by themselves. So whatever you are meant to do or whoever you are meant to be, I feel like it's not going to be a team effort. Like this is something that is just something that you have to do. I don't think it's the kind of thing where you have to wait on another person either. Like you don't have to wait on someone to be the first one. I feel like you are going to be the first one. With the Temperance and the Lovers in reverse, you could help people with their decisions as well. Like you could be that person that kind of shocks people into reality is what I just heard. Like, because the Lovers is about union, but it's also about decision. And Temperance is about balance and about patience. And both these cards are in reverse. So I feel like you guys are going to be, or a part of your journey is going to be making the kind of decisions that like they're not easy, but they're almost like revolutionary in a way. Like they're And I feel like you may, like, by you doing that, it will inspire other people as well. Because you see with this temperance card, she's like pouring, like she's pouring two different potions or two different drinks or liquids into one big potion. So in the movie, she's doing this so that she can like get out of I forgot what that character's name is, but the guy that made her, so that she can like make him like a sleep potion so that she can sneak out. So I feel like you guys are going to be a part of who you're meant to be. Like you're meant to be that person to wake people up. Like to like get them to act. Get them to move. So with the Fool here, as well as the Ace of Cups, I get the sense that people, like, when people look at you, or like when they feel you, they're feeling that you're coming from a place of love. Like they feel inspired by you, or they will feel inspired by you. And they feel like you can go the distance as well with this King of Pentacles. Like the way people will look at you, like the person you're meant to be is someone who people really look up to. It's like this feeling of like if someone thinks of you and they know that you're doing something, they don't have a doubt in their mind that you're going to do it. You know, like they're just like, oh, this person's going for this. Oh, they'll make it. Like they'll like like they don't have any doubt that you are solid, that you will go the distance. And with this Six of Swords here, with the Six of Needles, so the Six of Swords is normally about someone like walking away from someone, like they're moving away into calmer waters. In this picture, she is sewing herself back up. So again, if you watch the movie The Nightmare Before Christmas, she often has to do that because all she has to do is like trip wrong and then she'll like fall apart into pieces and she has to stitch herself back up together. So for you guys, I feel like that's a part of how people will see you. Like not only do you do that for yourself, but I feel like you will end up doing that for other people. That's how they feel around you. So I feel like you guys are actually going to be, so with this Two of Cups in reverse, but also with the Fool card again, I feel like you guys are going to be like the person that you're kind of gearing up to be. If you're not there already, it's like the kind of person who will call things out. So like if something, like let's say there's something that's been done since I don't know, like the 70s, you're going to be in the position to actually change something that may have been a certain way for a while but shouldn't be. So you're the type of person to like be the logic in the crazy, like be the light in the darkness, like. And I feel like the way you will present yourself, and some of you are more closer to this version of yourself than others, but I feel like the way you will kind of come out into the world is, it's not from a place of like thinking that you're better than anyone else or that you're smarter than anyone else. I really do feel like it's going to come from a place of love because of this Knight of Cups and this Ace of Cups. Like I got it more strongly with the Ace of Cups, but I feel like other people, like the way you will express yourself to others kind of gives them this view of you where you don't mean what you're saying in a malicious way, even though it can come out harsh sometimes, even though you could be breaking down something that is harmful to others. So yeah, and I feel like the main like energy of your guys' reading is the Fool And I was gonna say the Two of Cups in reverse, but no, Temperance in reverse. Like, this is the main energy of your reading so far. But you do have the Nine of Cups. I'm not going to forget about that before I move on to the Oracle cards. So with this Nine of Cups, I feel like, especially since it was your back of the deck energy, I feel like people, oh, and I think I said this earlier as well, where people will kind of look at you in a way where they feel that you will be successful. Like, they feel that, like, you have everything that you need, that you have kind of, you have your shit together, so to speak. That is going to be how people look at you if they don't currently look at you that way. Like, you are meant to be kind of like in this leadership, or if not leadership, people will look up to you because of your views, and the way that you communicate with people is going to help them. And that's why they will have this kind of that's why they will kind of be in awe of you. Wow. This is a powerful start. Let's see what you guys' Oracle cards have to add. So for your Sacred Destiny card, you have Wonders. Wow. Okay. And you have Taking Risks. Okay, so yeah, I'm putting that right under the Fool. So yeah, this kind of confirms what I was saying earlier. So okay, I feel like you guys will be like wonderful to yourself. Like, you guys are the kind of people that your inner, like, you are the person you wanted and needed as a child. Like, you're what you will be, or what you, like, who you're meant to be, because some of you are closer than others to like actually being who you're meant to be, but you're the person that your younger self would have just loved. Like, the kind of person that maybe your younger self would have seen on TV and just labeled you as a role model. Like, I feel like you are becoming what you wanted to be, what you've always wanted to be, even if it's not in the same way that you originally thought. Like, I feel like you are a wonder unto yourself. And I feel like a lot of that is taking risks, especially like there may have been a time in your life where you were more anxious. So what you're doing now, or what you will be doing, is a lot more risky than what you would have done back then. But yeah, there will be like there's like there's an element of uncharted territory. So even if it's not risky in the way that most people think of it, there still could be a bit of anxiety there, because it's uncharted territory. So not all the risks are going to be equal, especially between, the different people that chose this pile, but it may keep you on your toes. It may make you feel a bit out of sorts, but I think you guys are just going to do it. I think that's just who you are. I think that's who you are now, and also who you are meant to be. Like, you're that person that's just going to do it, even if you're anxious about it. Let's see, you guys also have Help, I Need Someone. So this is 7th house in reverse, and it says, don't feel you have to do everything yourself. Reach out and ask for the help you need. Okay, so I feel like for you guys, so you will have support. So if you need it, you will have support. I feel like it's kind of like what I was saying earlier about how people are going to think positively of you. So like, if you're going towards a certain goal, you will have that support. Like, people will assume that you are going to succeed. But also that's an energetic, why can't I say that word? Energetic support. Yeah. So when people like kind of when people share their energy like that, so it's kind of the same thing like when people think bad of you. So like, if there's like a lot of negative energy around you, it's like it's almost like it weighs down on you, because it's almost like that karma, like how people think of karma. So Like I think we all know a story about someone who just kind of went around and treated people like crap, and then they got their comeuppance, and they did it to so many people. Like, it wasn't just one person, it was like so many people. So that was a lot of energy, a lot of negative energy that person had on them. But you guys are going to have positive energy, so that positive energy that you got from that person who just assumes that everything is going to work out for you, that's going to actually help things work out for you. Like, that is a big part of the energy and the support that you will receive. And also, not only that, but I think that you guys are going to have a big hand in helping other people. I feel like you help people, or you will help people to think differently and or do differently, like something fundamental about them. So you have Moon. Hidden forces are at play. Ask your guides to gently lift the veils and bring clarity to the situation. So this could be kind of referring back to this taking risk card. I feel like it's more so like it's talking about the hidden things that are already within you. So not necessarily that like people are scheming, or that you will have people scheming around you, but that you can be your own worst enemy, your own worst demon. It's kind of like a message to look out for that, because if you're all in your head and you're anxious, then you're not going to be able to see how you're undermining yourself. So you will have to take some time out to meditate, or just like kind of sit in silence. Whatever it is that you normally do to get your mind clear, that's going to come in handy. Because although this, like, I know it sounds like things are like you're going to be like a really great person, and I really feel like you guys are going to like have that energy of a great person, but you still are going to have to deal with your demons and everything going on in the background. So you can't just ignore all the other stuff just in pursuit of your greatness. There are actually going to be things that you have to lift the veil on. So for your power thought card, you have, I am beautiful and everybody loves me. Oh my gosh. Okay. I radiate acceptance and am deeply loved by others. Love surrounds me and protects me. Oh my goodness. What was I saying about that energy and how the energy is support? Okay, so you guys are meant to be someone who is really loved, really supported. You are meant to like have a positive effect on people. You're meant to like just have that communal kind of energy with people, but they're gonna look at you like you're above. So like I keep saying leader because like they look at you as above them, like not as a part of the crowd. Like you're someone people go to for advice, if not the actual leader, or will be the leader in the future. It's just someone who's kind of above the others. That's like who you are meant to be. And I know I keep saying it from like other people's point of view, because for you, I feel like you don't really have to try to be this. I feel like you'll just kind of, not that you don't have to do any work at all, but I feel like this is naturally, it's who you are meant to be, like you don't have to like mold yourself into this thing, like, because it's almost like it's natural for you to naturally mold yourself into it. You don't have to try to mold yourself, you know what I mean? Like it's just going to happen. So let's get you guys some charms. We're gonna start off with the runes as per usual. And you guys may have noticed I am not wearing like any rings today. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it without. And then I actually, well, at first I was gonna do it, and then I was like, at the last minute, I was like, and then I got distracted, and then I forgot, and then I realized that I forgot while I was recording, so I was just like, screw it. Get one more. Okay, two more came out. So those are the letters, and these are the numbers. So these are the charms. If you're new here, hi, welcome. So I don't actually look in here as I shuffle around and get these charms. I just shuffle, 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 and then I take out whenever I feel like I should. And I also take out more than one most of the time. So here I go. Yeah, I take out several handfuls most of the time. Okay, so we're going to start off with your rune. So you guys have Nathas, and this is a rune about self-reliance, need, endurance, determination. It's a really good rune when it comes to like reliance on, well, yeah, reliance on the self and like self-determination. I just kind of got that energy of like when you're working out and like there's like this like Eye of the Tiger or something is playing. That's what I just got reminded of with that rune. So for your letters, you have Z, T, C, and M, and you also have L and R. Okay. For your numbers, you have 7 and 4. So you guys, I just got Cancer energy because Cancer, well, it doesn't start in the 7th month, but most of Cancer resides in the 7th month of the year, and the 4 for the 4th house, which is also Cancer. So you guys have Libra. So Libras are known for being fair, diplomatic. They are also very charming, easygoing, and they represent the 7th house. Oh, 7 again. Okay. So, oh, by the way, Cancer, they are also a nurturing energy, very supportive, healing, compassionate. Let's see. Wow, you guys got a lot of these messages. Okay, so the first one is your strength. Oh, your strength is shared when you are present for others. Life is a flow of love. Your participation is requested. Your skills are needed by others at this time. In order to be remembered, leave nothing behind but love. Oh my goodness, these are so this one in particular reminds me of what I was saying about the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups, about how you guys are going to be known for just like approaching people with love and coming from a place of love, and I think that is freaking amazing. So, oh, this little guy almost flew away. So you guys also have this New York charm, this little sandal. So this represents travel. Also just being, because it's a sandal and represents like vacation. So also just being at peace with yourself. Pretty much like, I view it as like almost like a coming together of the self. So like not having your mind here, just like true vacation of the mind, body, and soul. And also, of course, represents travel. Let's see. So you guys have this, what I call the heart of the ocean charm, because it reminds me of that pendant in the Titanic movie. So for this charm, and it's different, like it depends on like what else, like the energy around it, but this charm, a lot of the times I get like a full kind of love. So the person that you're meant to be will feel, if nothing else, they will feel loved. I have to say that, like, you guys are going to feel loved by your community, by the people that you have around you. I feel like they're going to be quality people that you keep around you. It is going to be like that true substantial love, like it will sustain you. Oh, that's so wonderful. So you guys also have, there's two more. Okay, so you guys have this pawn chess piece. So the pawn moves slowly, and it can move forward, but when it takes another piece it has to move diagonally. So with this pawn charm, I always get that, like, it's like a slow but steady wins the race kind of thing. And I also feel like you guys are the kind of people that you're just kind of going to wake up one day and realize that you are the person you are always meant to be. Like, you are the person you were waiting for. You are the person you've always wanted to be. Like, I feel like it's not going to be this thing that you're consciously like looking at all times. You're just going to wake up and kind of be there. And it may be like slow, like it might not be the fastest thing, but that's not going to matter, because you're going to be looking at the things that are important to you, which is going to be community. It's going to be like being free in a way. Like, you guys aren't, I feel like you guys are not bound by the stuff that other people might feel like they're bound by. Like, maybe it could be societal expectations, it could be anything, but I feel like you guys are going to be more focused on that, and then one day realize that you are the person you've always wanted to be. Last but not least, you have the beauty charm. And you guys see that? I always have a hard time. There, that's better. So the beauty charm is about inner beauty that shines outwards. And again, like, you guys, that's been like scattered throughout your whole reading. So your inner beauty is going to be seen. Your inner beauty is going to be celebrated and very much appreciated. You guys are meant to be the person who everyone just kind of looks at as a beautiful, giving person that people look up to. And oh my gosh, like I'm actually feeling good just like with this reading. Wow. Thank you guys so much for letting me read for you. If you liked that reading and if it resonated, please give me a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know how I did. Hit subscribe if you are not subscribed already. I am also on Instagram, Tumblr, and Reddit, and TikTok. I also do personal readings, and all that information is going to be in the description box. And I will see you guys soon in another reading. Bye. Hi, Pal 2. If you chose this Muakkite crystal as well as the Light Seers Tarot, then this is your reading. So who are you meant to be, Pal 2? Okay. Okay. Okay, so at first I was like, wait, where is this going? Because I wasn't getting like okay, so there's two sides to this. Hang on, let me get everything within the shot. That's pretty close. Okay, so you have the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Four of Swords, the World, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Cups. And then for the back of the deck energy, you have the Magician. Okay, so I like how this is laid out this way because the first impression I was getting from who you guys are meant to be was more so like in a melancholy, like not looking on the bright side, almost like pessimistic energy. And then I was like, wait a minute, like that can't be like what you're like, like who you're meant to be, because I feel like even if people are that way for a long time, that's not who they're meant to be. Like they always have the potential to be something more. Actually, no matter what stage you are in your life, you have the potential to be something more. So I thought that was weird that that came out. But then like immediately, like for half of your tarot cards here, it's like you spend a lot of time in this almost pessimistic energy where you could have been in the energy of like manifesting things that you didn't want by mistake because of this pessimism. Yeah, pessimism and negativity. I feel like that still came out weird. But then on this side of the board here, you have all like positive cards about manifestation and going with the flow. Actually, this was the first card. This Four of Cups was the first card to make me think that you would be the kind of go with the flow type of person, because there's something very hippie-ish about this card. Like I don't know if it's the colors or this woman here like with the sandals and like the whole, like, what is this, like the leg warmers, I don't know what these are called, but it just seemed very hippie-ish to me, especially with all like the rainbow in there as well. Okay, so I feel like you guys are meant to be both, so it's important to have both, because I feel like you can't, well, you not like this isn't the same for like literally everybody in the world, but for you guys that chose pile 2, you can't have one without the other. So if you've spent a lot of time like in a negative mind space, maybe you had trouble sleeping, maybe you had anxiety, maybe you was just like think the worst. So like let's say if something good happens, like maybe you think something bad is going to happen because something good happens, like that kind of mindset. You guys are going to be moving into more of a flowing energy. You have the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups right next to each other. Those are very flowing energies. I think this is even the same. They probably use the same model for these two, for the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. But you got, so on this side, it represents like a wholeness, a flowing energy, but also like a knowing energy, like knowing that everything is going to be okay. And then at the very end, your back of the deck energy was the Magician, so that just like tied it all together for me. So you guys, it's like you can manifest on both sides here. So at one point in your life, you were probably manifesting negative things into your life just because of like your attitude. You were like attracting more negative things into your life, and then who you're meant to be is more so a person that has learned from that, a person who can be more flowing and have more faith and have more of a positive attitude because you've already been through this side of things. And either way, no matter which side you fall on now, by the time that you're watching this reading, you are constantly manifesting. So if you're still in this energy, then you're manifesting things that you probably don't want. And if you're in this energy, you're probably more flowing, and you may not even use the word manifesting because things just come to you. Like you're not even worried about them. Like you're just going with the flow, and the things that are meant for you come to you. Like there's no blockage or anything like that on this side. So let's go. Okay, so the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords talks about being trapped, nightmares, not really seeing that you can get yourself out of a situation, or not really being able to see the forest from the trees. So it's hard to it's like a depression energy. Like it's hard to get out of it because there's like compounding reasons why you're thinking and feeling the way you're thinking and feeling. The Four of Cups is similar to that depression energy as well, where it is again hard to see the good things in front of you because so much focus is on the bad. So you see, she's not looking at this cup here, and her focus is more so on this side of the card that's less colorful, and you have these three empty cups here. Whereas on this side, the side that she's not looking at, there's like a whole rainbow pouring into this cup here. So yeah, and then the Ace of Wands is like that spark of creation. So you guys could even be in the middle of like creating something that you really like, but you don't have like that positive spark to keep it going. So you could, it's not that you're not manifesting anything good at all if this is where you are in your life by the time you're watching this reading. It's more so that your inspirations can use a bit of a kick. Like there's still negativity that needs to be worked through. And then, of course, on this side, you have like the rest and the relaxation, the contemplation. You have the world, which represents like completion, but also just like a full. The way I think of the wheel, it's like a full ending, almost like a full story, like it comes around full circle type of thing. It's kind of similar to the wheel, actually, especially like because in this deck, because of like this circle here, it actually makes me think of the wheel. But yeah, this is more like completion and um like the end. I almost want to say like an end of an era as well. And of course, the High Priestess is very intuition driven. Like she has a lot of wisdom, and she knows how to balance intuition and logic. Like she has like the perfect balance of that. She has mastered that. The Queen of Cups is similar in that she is like the feminine of the feminine. Like she is all about emotions and how to like manage them and work through them and manifest through them. Very emotion based cards on this side. Like very almost like feminine, and yeah, there's like a feminine flowing energy on this side. And then of course the Magician, master of all elements, is the perfect manifester. They know how to work with the things around them. They know how to um I was going to say like work with the universe. They know how to get the things that they need in order to really be happy and really be fulfilled. So wow, that was interesting. I wasn't expecting to get like two different like a whole story here. Let's see what your oracle cards have to add. So you have standstill. So for some of you, you could be in this standstill right now. Oh, that I just happened to put that right under the Four of Swords. So um yeah, so the person you're meant to be knows when to be still. That is really important for your character, for your development. I feel like that's something that can be understated a bit, but I'm feeling the need to call attention to that knowing how to stand still and knowing how to be in the moment is really important for you guys and who you are meant to be. You have potential. Yes, 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 yes. So with this potential card, I get the feeling that it's more so that, like, especially if you're more on this side where you're more negative than positive at this time, where this is more so a message that the potential that you think you have, you actually have. You just have to tap into it. Like if you're in this energy now, then you probably think like, oh, I can't do it. There's like this, that, and other reasons why I can't do it. And this is a card to remind you that no, like you can actually do this. Like you have the potential. Like you have that within you. Although it might not be, I feel like for some of you, you get kind of caught up in the details, especially with the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords here. You could get caught up in the details, and that could be holding you back as well. Because if you want to do something, like if you're really strict about doing something a certain way, and it's not working out that way, then that can be like your block. So that's something to look out for. If you're being really rigid about your goals and the things that you want, try to loosen up a bit. You'll be more likely to see other ways that you can get to your goal if you loosen up a bit. You have happiness. Oh my goodness. Okay. I love that for you guys. Okay, so with this card, this is like the sun card version of this oracle deck. So, yeah, it straight up says happiness, happiest card in this deck. And for you guys, it really is like a journey, or it's really like a transformation with you guys, where you, no matter where you are, like there's going to be like that shift. So if you're here, you're going to be here. Some of you are like in the middle. Some of you, I feel like a lesser amount of you are already like at this completion side, where you have already done the transformation and the hard work and the rearranging of your mind, like with the Eight of Swords and Nine of Swords here. But a lot of you are more so on this side, and happiness is on its way. Like you are meant to be happy. That is a part of why you are here. Like there's a flowing energy to you. Like I said, there's like almost like this hippie energy to you, where you're going to be like, the person you're meant to be is much more flowing, much more at ease with life than you are now. Ascendant in the limelight, whether by marriage, pregnancy, or promotion, the spotlight is on you. It's your time to shine. Wow. Okay, so for some of you that were hoping for something in particular, this is your message that something good is coming through. Like I said, if you had a very strict kind of way of looking at it, it may not come that way. You may have to loosen your views up with that a little bit. However, there is something good coming in for you. The spotlight is going to be on you, and I feel like it's going to, like, whatever happens with you guys, it's going to help you loosen up. It's like, it's almost like the event that happens, and it could be more than one event, but the event that happens and you loosening up, I feel like it almost happens simultaneously. So like at the same time, or like one right at the other, so it almost feels like it happened at the same time. So I don't think that one is a direct cause of the other. I feel like it's very much going to happen like right behind one another. That's probably one of the things that you'll need to like click this side into place. So there's going to be something, and the Magician is right there too. So it's like there's going to be something that helps you to shift, helps you to rest more, and then that's going to help you flow more. That's going to help you manifest more. Or manifest better, I should say. Because technically you are manifesting over here, just not the things that you wanted. So you have, my income is constantly increasing. I begin now, today, to open myself to ever increasing prosperity. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love this for you guys. Okay, so this is just another message, another confirmation that opening yourself up, having a positive flowing mindset is it's almost like it's two things. It's who you are meant to be, but it's also like your middle path as well, because there's going to be like a gray area, like with this Four of Cups, Four of Swords, like where everything you want is right here and you're just not looking at it. But I feel like you rest and you contemplate and you rethink some things, or you revisit some things, and then you are able to flow with it, and then you are able to manifest more. You are able to be in a more receptive energy. So that is wonderful. I really like that. Okay, let's get you guys some runes. We're gonna go into the charms. some letters. It's funny you guys got the rune of evolution as well. Okay, and numbers. And charms. So if you're new to this channel, hi, welcome. Trying to get this one, yeah, it was stuck there. Okay, so if you're new here, I don't actually look in here as I shuffle around. I just shuffle until I feel like it's time to take out however many handfuls I take out. So here I go. Oh, you guys got a lot of chess pieces. Okay, so starting off, oh, let me move this in the shot. Make sure you guys can see it. So starting out for your rune, you have Radho. And this is, it's kind of like the Chariot, actually. So it's about movement. It's about like kind of taking control of different forces and moving forward. It could be about travel as well. Journey, like I said before, evolution, and like a change of, it's like a change of like your personal rhythm, or like the ebb and flow of life, like the dance of life, I should say. That's a better way to put it. For your letters, you have Y, F, Q. Can I fit this all in here? Let's see. Oh, no. Okay. So Y, F, Q, I, and you also have C and G. Let's see. So you guys have everything but the pawn here. That is amazing. Okay, so for your numbers, you have 1 and 7. It's funny, I was talking about the Chariot and then the 7 came out because the Chariot is the 7th major arcana. So for one of your little tea messages here, oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, life is a flow of love. Your participation is requested. Yes, it is. In order to be remembered, leave nothing behind but love. Oh my gosh, there's 2 of them. Life is a flow of love. Your participation is requested. I did not know there were 2 of these in there. That is crazy. So please pay attention to that. Life is a flow of love. Your participation is requested. That means you can't stay in this anxiety. You can't stay in this negativity where you think that bad things are going to happen to you because of whatever reason. Right? Like you have to focus on staying positive. Maybe start a gratitude journal, or set like reminders on your phone where like maybe like at 8 o'clock in the morning it says, I am grateful for I am grateful for a coffee or a breakfast, or I am grateful for the small things. I am grateful for food. Like I'm just like naming small things that like we often forget to be grateful for. So yeah, please pay attention to that message because you got it twice and I didn't even know there were 2 of them in here. So that's really important. So you also have this little fortune cookie message, and it says your skills are needed by others at this time. So I think that goes back to what I was saying about this Ace of Wands and like your manifestation power. I feel like you guys, like, I keep using that word manifestation because I feel like you guys are really good at it. You know, for better or for worse, you guys are really good at it. But I feel like that goes back to this Ace of Wands where I was saying You could be creating something, but maybe it's not going the way you want it to, or maybe you just don't you don't think it's going to work out. For some of you, what you're doing is needed by others, so it's not just about you. I don't know if that inspires you to go forward more, but I just feel called to say that for some of you, it's not about you. Okay, so this, you guys, this always gets me. Hang on. So I always confuse this for, I always confuse it with the bishop. So rook, bishop. All right, that's what they're called. And watch, I'm gonna mess that up again, but that's okay. And you guys also have the king and queen, so that is really interesting. So I'm gonna start off over here. So the rook is the piece in chess that can go back and forward, so it can go vertically back and forward, and it can go horizontally. It cannot go diagonally, but yes, it can zoom all across the board. So I feel like you guys, again, for better or worse, you can go back and forth. You can go kind of as far as you want to go, but also take a few steps back. So that's something to be mindful of, you guys. I feel like in this particular pile, it's the back and forth energy that that's coming to me the most this time. So be aware of that back and forth energy, and how whenever you get a little bit of accomplishment, you might feel the need to take a step back because you're afraid, or it's a lot of it is based in fear. I mean, you did get the 8 and the 9 of swords, so pay attention to that. With the bishop here, this is the piece that goes diagonally, and again all across the board. So this means that you guys, a part of who you are meant to be is taking a way that you did not think, instead of going straight forward to something, it could be taking a way that is off the beaten path. But that doesn't mean that it's not your path, or that it's the wrong path in any way. It's just different from what you originally thought you were going to do, and there is no problem with that, you guys. That's been kind of an important part of your reading, that to go with the flow, to not be so strict about the things that you're going after. So the queen can go in any direction all across the board. So I feel like for some of you in particular, that is talking about the different goals that you may have. So you may have one goal that's over here that you want to try, or a project over here that you want to try, and then you may not really be inspired by it for a few months, and then you might go over here and try something else out. That's okay. It's all about flowing with life. That is a very important message in your reading. It's very important sometimes, and I don't know, my eyes just went back to this card. It's very important sometimes to know, when you're stressed out, when to stand still, or when to regroup. So keep that in mind as well. The goal is not to be constant, and always moving, always flowing. It has to be in moderation. You have to know when to take that time out and regroup and rethink. And the king. So the king has to be protected at all times, because obviously if the king goes, the whole game is over. So you guys, it's another message for you to not to be mindful, because I feel like that's more so, I feel like you're more mindful now, and it's stressing you out, or it has the ability to stress you out. But it's more so a message of taking your time, because the king can take pieces, but it can only go one space at a time. So it's more easier for the other pieces, one can argue, to actually move around the board and take other pieces and progress the game of chess. So just remember that you may have to do things that are weird and not what you have done before, but that's okay. One step at a time. It's still you're still on the right path. I feel like not necessarily that's it's slow and steady wins the race, but more flowing and steady. Can you be, I wonder if you can be both. Yeah, you can be like I'm thinking of like a river, like how it's flowing, but it's not like a raging storm in an ocean. So yeah, you can be flowing and steady at the same time. So try not to stress about it. The person you are meant to be is just so chill in comparison to like how you are now, and they are so able to navigate through life, so much so that you won't have to really worry about it. You won't have to think and stress as hard as you are now. So thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know how I did. Hit subscribe if you are not subscribed already. You can also find me on TikTok, Instagram, Tumblr, and Reddit. I also do personal readings as well, and that information will be down below. And I will see you guys soon in another reading. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose the Crystal Power Tarot as well as this red jasper crystal, then this is your reading. So, who are you meant to be? Pile 3. Got the Hierophant, Ace of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. You know, pop 2, I think they got Ace of Wands in that same position, except I was able to fit 4 over on this side instead of just 3 cards. The Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands, the Hermit. In the back of deck energy is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So, pile 3. Okay, so I feel like you guys are meant to be some kind of leader. You could be a parent as well. I actually got that with the first card, the Hierophant. I was just like, something just said leader like automatically. Now, the Hierophant can be a teacher as well. But let me go over your cards and what they say. So the Hierophant is Amethyst. I am ready to learn, to love and learn. Ace of Wands, Garnet. I am inspired to follow my passion. Eight of Pentacles, Malachite. I dedicate myself to what I believe in. Queen of Pentacles, Pyrite. I have everything I need to prosper. King of Wands, Yellow Calcite. I am successful in all I do. The Hermit, Turquoise. I follow my own path. And the Wheel of Fortune, Green Aventurine. I trust whatever the universe brings me. You know what's cool? A lot of times I get like the same suit, or well, yeah, because I think the suits typically have the same one, unless of course it's a court card. Okay, so what's cool is that you guys actually got 7 different crystals here. 8 if you count the one that you chose. So again, real quick, that's Amethyst, Garnet, Malachite, Pyrite, Yellow Calcite, Turquoise, Green Aventurine, and then you got the red jasper there. Okay. So for you guys, I feel like the person you are meant to be, like there's some sort of leader energy, like people will see you as hardworking people, like the kind of person that gets things done. You may always be studying as well. Like you may be, I feel like you could be unorthodox a little bit too, because this card says I follow my own path, and this one says, the Ace of Wands says I'm inspired to follow my passion, which makes me think that you guys might be doing something that not a lot of other people that you know are doing. And then of course the Wheel of Fortune, I trust whatever the universe brings me. So there's a lot of, there's an energy here of being able to lead, and also like following a path that is weird, for lack of better words. Um, but there's also like a faith here that things will work out. With the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands here, the Queen of Pentacles is a very comfortable energy. Like the if I had to name a tarot card that represents a person more comfortable than the Queen of Pentacles, it would probably be the Empress. But it's close. Like the Queen of Pentacles is very physically comfortable. Like she has all her needs and wants met. She is very successful. She's very just comfortable. Like she's actually what I think of when like when it comes to like the archetype of the tarot cards. This card makes me think of someone who is not that they're rich or not that they literally have everything that they ever dreamed of. Like there's no gluttony involved in it. They're just like really comfortable. So that involves being really grateful as well. And then of course you have the King of Wands, which the King of Wands is like a masculine energy of doing and getting things done and getting it done quickly and like with a bang, like with a burst. Like the King of Wands energy is a real go-getter energy. So you guys could be entrepreneurs, or the person you're meant to be is an entrepreneur. Because yeah, I did say something that you're could be unorthodox or kind of weird. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people that chose this pile, they're meant to be out on their own, like earning their own money, being an entrepreneur, being a business owner, doing something that is not what is kind of off the beaten path, is not what maybe they imagined for themselves 10 years ago. So with the Hermit here, I feel like there's like you're always going to be studying and learning. Like you're always going to be going within and finding what you need to find, especially with the Hierophant here, because that's about learning as well, like teaching and learning. You could be teaching yourself a lot of things. Like so if you're on a spiritual journey and you want to have like a spiritual business, then that will be a very important part of what you're doing, because you never really stop learning when you're on a spiritual journey. It's not like actually I don't know what to compare it to, because it's not like when you get a degree. Excuse me. It's not like you can get your master's or PhD and then like you're considered to be an expert, and then depending on your field, that could be it. So for you guys, there's never going to be in it. Like there's always going to be something that you can learn. But that's not a bad thing at all. In fact, I feel like a lot of you will like that aspect of it, where there's always something to look forward to. There's always something to explore. So the person you're meant to be is someone who completely capitalizes on that. I feel okay, maybe not capitalize, that might be the wrong word, but because I feel like that could be triggering to some people. You are going to completely envelop that in what you do. You're going to be constantly learning, constantly being better, and you are going to be very comfortable. The fact that you work hard doesn't take away from the fact that you will be very comfortable. For some of you, especially with this Wheel of Fortune, I feel like this may be really opposite from what you were doing prior. So if you were working a typical 9-to-5 job and now you're a business owner, so that's like a complete flip, because the jobs aren't the same. Like the energy isn't the same, the workload isn't the same. It's like a 180. So, and it doesn't have to be that, like the entrepreneur, it could be anything, but the person you are meant to be is someone who is very hardworking yet comfortable. Like they know how to go within, they know how to learn, and they know how to teach and learn. I feel like it's not just about learning. Like they know how to spread that information as well, that wisdom. And they also know how to get what they want. Like they know how to be successful. Even if for some of you that's just like putting your nose to the grindstone. Let's see. Let's see what your oracle cards have to add. You have going forward. Okay, so yeah, going forward, it's like you guys. So I'm trying to like phrase this in the best way. So with this going forward card, I get that it's not just going forward like step by step by step. Like each step is really meaningful. The person you are meant to be has taken very meaningful steps where they don't feel like anything was wasted per se. Like there was like a purpose to it, even if they didn't see the purpose when they were actually in the moment. Enlightenment. Wow, I did talk about like spiritual, like for some of you that are for whatever this is, because it's going to be different for all of you if it was more spiritual based. And then you have this enlightenment card. So for some of you, oh, and enlightenment can also talks about like teaching and learning as well. So for some of you, teaching and learning, spirituality is going to be really important. So I feel like for some of you, like you kind of tend to downplay that a bit. So this is just another message that like, no, this is going to be really important for you. For some, well, I don't think it's that you necessarily have to balance it in the way that you're thinking you have to balance it, but there probably will be some kind of balance between the and there always is, like whether you want there to be or not, there's always some kind of push and pull between the spiritual and the physical, like the metaphysical and the physical, the logic, the intuition, or the logic, the magical, however you want to kind of phrase that. So yeah, but it's not something that you need to moderate, I don't think. I feel like you will get this naturally, like something like the step by steps I was talking about earlier, like that's how you're going to get the balance. So it's not that you have to like go out of your way per se to obtain this, but you will obtain it through learning. That is really important for this pile, learning. Sun, shine your light brightly. Celebrate the time of good health, blessings, and much deserved success. Oh my gosh. Right under the King of Wands, I am successful in all I do. So by the way, when I like place these cards down, well, you guys can see the like the tarot, it just comes out and I just place it down. But with the oracle cards, I kind of place them where I feel like they should go. So a lot of times I don't realize until after the fact, and then sometimes I don't realize actually at all until I'm like editing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I placed this right here and that said this is like a similar thing. So yeah, yes, don't pay any mind to that. I just placed that there because I felt like that's where it needed to go. So with this card, I feel like it's again calling your attention to the fact that you will be successful and comfortable. I also feel like there is like the person you're meant to be is going to be someone who has a lot of successions under their belt. Like they have a lot of things to celebrate, a lot of things to be grateful for. I think I mentioned gratitude with the Wheel of Fortune, but you're going to be the kind of person that feels the need to take the time out to celebrate, even if celebrating is just being grateful, because you will be comfortable, hardworking, but comfortable. Descendant, lovebirds. Whether you deepen your current relationship or start a new one, commitment is in the offing. Okay, so pile 3, you guys could have a romantic relationship on the way, a partnership of some kind. I feel like, yeah, definitely for a lot of you is going to be relationship, like romantic relationship. So the person that you are going to be with is important for your journey. So for the first 2 piles, it wasn't like the romance aspect wasn't a part of it at all. Like it was more so like their personal journey. But for you guys, there will be someone coming in who greatly affects your journey. And I feel like it's going to be in a lot of different ways, but there's going to be like really deep lessons that you learn with this person that will take you further. It's like if you needed to go in a slightly different direction, or if you needed to like tweak something, this person is going to help you tweak it. It can like, even just like, it doesn't have to be like a lesson that they teach you while in a relationship with them. It could be something that you learn like before you get into a relationship, or like if you like don't, if you don't go like as far as you want to with this person, I feel like you're still going to learn something really great and foundational with them. So that's not going to be for everyone. I feel like that's going to be for most of you, but not everyone. So you also have, I am at peace with my age. Each age has its own special joys and experiences. I am always the perfect age for where I am in life. Okay. Oh, and I love that. It's right under I trust whatever the universe brings me. Okay. With the Wheel of Fortune. So with this card, I'm getting that some of you are like, you could be in a kind of stage where you feel like you should have accomplished more, or you feel like there's like it's too late to do something. Again, right under like the Wheel of Fortune, it's not too late. Like the person you are meant to be is, they are like, I feel like you are taking these small steps and you are putting in the work, but maybe you're just not seeing everything you see yet. I mean, everything you want to see yet. So being comfortable with where you are, being grateful, and also working hard is going to bring you dividends. Like it's going to bring you so much more than you can see. And I feel like you already have a little bit of faith, but you're going to have more. Like you're going to be like a more mature version of yourself. Because, well, the person you're meant to be is like a more mature version of yourself. Let's see. Yeah, because you did get the Queen and King here. Yeah, there's no... The most like beginner energy you have is this Ace of Wands here. Which, if you're not already following your passion, or if you don't already have like a spark, like something that really gets you up and gets you moving when you wake up, you will. The person that you're meant to be has that. And I feel like some of you already do, but some of you need like a, almost like a reawakening. Okay, let's get you guys some charms. We're gonna start off with the runes. Let's see. And letters. And numbers. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if like some of the people that chose this pile are a bit older. I feel like a lot of you have a lot of wisdom under your belt already. And then the charms. So if you're new here, hi, welcome. So I don't actually look in here as I shuffle around to get you guys some charms. I just shuffle until I feel like it's time to take out some charms. So here I go. Okay. So, for your rune, you guys have Algus. So this is a rune that represents the elk, and it represents protection. It's like a shield, like shielding yourself from evil. I actually just got Captain America's shield, like that just popped up in my head, but it's like it's also like a connection with spirit or deities, whichever you believe in, and also like higher life. Let's see, your letters kind of went all over the place there. You got V, T, Z, Y, and G. Oh, for one of your numbers, you actually have W. So I kept this in with the numbers because it has numbers and letters, and actually whenever I see the W, I think of the word win. So it's like, again, another message of success for you guys. The Wheel of Fortune is also about success, the wheel turning in your favor. So you guys so far have 1, 2, 3, 4 messages of success. So yes. Definitely love that for you guys. Your skills are needed by others at this time. So for some of you, there is going to be, yeah, because I was saying that like you could be teaching as well. That was one of the first things I got, especially with this Hierophant here. So spiritual or not, you're a part of who you're meant to be is a teacher or someone who can share their skills with others. And let's see, you have the number 7 here. I think all 3 piles so far got the number 7 in their charm somewhere. So 7 is the 7th house is the 7th house is Libra. The 7th, and this came up in, I think it was pile 1. The 7th major arcana card is the Chariot. Well, it's not the 7th one technically, it's the 8th one, but it's number 7. So you guys have the green and red bell. So the bells for me in this charm box represent belief, and you guys got the red and the green. So that's more toward love as well, because the green represents the heart chakra, and the red also represents love. So for some of you, that's going to resonate, and this is your confirmation right here, these bells. So the green also represents prosperity, wealth, growth, and good fortune. And the red also represents passion, energy, fire energy. Also the green can represent earth energy as well. And this also represents the root chakra. So you guys have, I'm going to start off with this one. So you guys have the moon here. So lunar energy, or the moon, represents the feminine energy. It's a very caring, nurturing energy. It also represents the shadow and the things that you don't see, obviously, like the things that you need to focus more on, the tiny details, I feel like. And last but not least, you guys have this beauty charm. It's kind of hard to see, but so the beauty charm represents inner beauty that shines outward. For some of you, I feel like you need this extra confirmation because either your age or there's something about you where like you feel like you're in a disadvantage when it comes to that. No, you are not. You guys are freaking awesome, and I feel like you guys need to be reminded that you are amazing. I feel like you guys need to be reminded that you are beautiful and that there is more to you than like the negative things that you may sometimes say to yourself in the mirror, or like when you're going through something. So that's going to be for a few of you. I don't know where that came from. That was just something that just popped up. I did kind of feel it a little bit with this card because it was talking about age, and I kind of saw like an elderly woman with like a lot of gray hair. So, and I did say a lot of people that chose this pile could be older. So, or you just have a lot of wisdom under your belt. So I think that is all I have for you, pile 3. If you like this reading and if it resonated, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know how I did. Thanks so much for letting me read for you. I love this reading. If you would like more readings from me, you can find me on Instagram, Tumblr, TikTok, and Reddit, and all that information will be down below, as well as information on how to get a personal reading from me. And I will see you guys soon in another reading. Bye. Hi, Paul 4. If you chose the Luna Somnia Tarot as well as this Green Aventurine Heart, then this is your reading. So, who are you meant to be? Pile 4. Page of Swords. I'm gonna put this back. This was the Seven of Cups. So I kind of feel like when they come out, if it comes back out, I'll take it. Kind of half out there. Five of Cups. You have the Two of Swords and the Empress. You have Justice. You have Death. The Four of Wands. And get one more at least, and then the back of the deck energy. So that was the Queen of Cups. The King of Swords, and the back of the deck energy is the Hermit. Okay. So, pile 4. Let me get that on the shot. Okay, I'm just gonna push this up. This is gonna bother me. Okay, so I feel like you guys are meant to be, as weird as it sounds, a little bit indecisive. I feel like you guys are kind of meant to be, like almost like visionaries, like especially with the Seven of Cups that almost came out, and then the first card that actually came out was the Page of Swords, and then with it's like the juxtaposition between the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. It makes me think that you guys have like this balance of emotional and logical, so like having your head in the clouds but also having your feet on the ground type of thing. And especially with Justice, because Justice is Libra energy and it's all about balance. And also Libras, they are known to be indecisive but also like really fair and harmonious, so and diplomatic. So you guys are meant to be someone who can have like both, like someone who can have like that balance. So this could be different from where you are now. Maybe you have like the negative aspect of this, so you could be just indecisive at the time when you're watching this reading. You could maybe with this Five of Cups, you could be in like just concentrating on the negative. Yeah, you could also be like looking at what others have and like saying like, why can't yours be like your situation be like that? I feel like that's for a few of you. Yeah, I feel like there's some sort of transformation that needs to happen before you can really embody this balancing energy. So with the Empress here, I feel like you guys are meant to be like, even though like what I just said might sound weird, like that that it wouldn't be ideal, I feel like you guys are going to find comfort in that. Like, that's just where you're comfortable. So you may be indecisive, or you may have your head in the clouds, but you're going to find like a comfortable medium, a comfortable middle space. I also feel like you guys, like, it took you a while to find that balance with the Hermit card here. Especially with the four. Okay, wait, I'll do the Hermit first. So with the Hermit card here, I feel like you guys, like, it takes you a while to find that balance. It could be through a transformation, but even so, I feel like it's not like there's an event that happens here and then boom, you're like 100% mellowed out and evened out here. Like, I do feel like it's going to take some time, but the person you're meant to be is like well molded. Like, the experiences that you've gone through have really contributed, or will really contribute, to the person who has found like this perfect medium. And with the Four of Wands here, I feel like that will have a lot to do with your family, or somewhere where like the foundation is really important to you. So if you are if you're a boss, or you're like a manager of some kind, like a supervisor, you will find balance in your job. The same thing for like projects or anything like that. And also, of course, family, you will find balance, and you will also find balance between them. So it's not just within these separate projects. Going back to the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords, the Queen of Cups is a very emotional like person. It depicts someone who is very full of emotion, very full of feminine energy, but she knows how to work it to her advantage. Although she does not have like her, like, neither one of these cards by themselves represent a balance, but they represent like a mastery in their own way, but it's not necessarily balanced. So the same thing could be said with the King of Swords. It's like masculine of masculine, and the Queen of Cups is feminine of feminine. So with this King of Cups, I get that you guys can be very logical. You guys could be or the person you're meant to be is very, like, they have their feet in the ground in such a way where it could be kind of hard to see what the next step is, because they, like, each step or each option could seem incomplete, or there's something missing. So I feel like for you guys, the person that you're meant to be, like, you're able to have this, and you may even be able to like turn it off and know like when to use it when it's appropriate, instead of just having it meshed at all times. For some of you, it will be more meshed, but I feel like for some of you, it's going to be more of a separate thing. So the person you're meant to be is going to be like a very organized and balanced person, someone who is comfortable in the balance that they have found, because you may not have it now at the time of this reading. You may not have like really gone within or gone through the transformation that would lead to you to have this balance, but the person you are meant to be already has the tools that they need. They've already gone through what they need to go through in order to have this perfect balance. And so yeah, if you've felt in your life that like maybe you're scatterbrained, or like you can't organize something, or like you've got like your hand in like so many pots and like so many projects, this is going to mellow out for you. It's not going to be so hectic, and it's not going to be so distracting, especially with this Five of Cups. It's not going to be as distracting as it is. It's not going to be like such a stalemate for you. Such a roadblock for you. So let's see what your oracle cards have to add. I'm going to start off with, if I can get it, I'll start off with this one, the bottom one. So you have illumination. So I'll put that here. So for a lot of you that chose this pile, a part of your journey, or a part of becoming the person who you're meant to be, is illumination. So you could be kind of awakened to something, a different way of thinking, a different way of doing, and you find that it really works for you once you figure out what it is. You do have the Page of Swords as your first card out, so you could have someone could be teaching you this, or you just could like learn it yourself, but you will come across something where you are able to use it and implement it in your life. It's kind of like sometimes like affirmations don't work for everyone because they're just words, but then every once in a while you'll find an affirmation that just hits fucking perfectly, and you're just like, that. I can work with that. You know, like you can say that to yourself, even though it's just a rewording of this affirmation you heard 100 times. So, but this is going to work for you. You also have change. Wow. Okay, so you guys, yeah, and that just happened to fall right under the death card. So the change that you guys are going through, I don't feel like it's either good or bad. It just kind of is. I feel like it's going to be really important though, especially right next to the Four of Wands, which is all about the foundation and the family. Yeah. So, well, it doesn't have to be family, but it's definitely about the foundation. So yeah, there's definitely going to be some change in order to be who you're meant to be. It's going to be something that makes sense for you, for something that makes sense with what you've gone through. You have action. Okay. So for some of you who are more in an indecisive energy, most of the time you are going to be more action oriented. You are going to be more sure of your action. The person who you are meant to be is not like they can actually do what they set out to do, and they're not held back by any roadblocks or distractions, or if they are, it's not for very long because they are able to find the balance, again with that hermit energy. So I feel like it's not that you won't have like any roadblocks at all, but you will have the tools that you need to actually think it through, to like kind of go within yourself and take the time that you need to sort it out, and then you will be able to make an action afterwards. Square. The door may be locked, but you are the key. Persevere and you will meet any challenge. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay. So, okay, so with this card, I'm also getting what I got like with this action card, but more so that it's more like a specific message when it comes to challenges. When it comes to the things that you maybe wouldn't normally persevere on, or maybe you would kind of trudge through, the person you are meant to be is going to hold their head up high while they're going through those types of things. So it's not going to have the same energy as it was possibly now or in the past. You're going to be able to not trudge through it, not just get through it, but actually go through it with your head held up high, and knowing that you'll be able to get through it, like knowing that you have the tools, that you have gained and mastered the tools in order to get through whatever comes your way. You also have divine wisdom guides me. I am guided throughout this day in making the right choices. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know if you guys actually are Libras. That's the one that like just jumped out at me from the get-go, or if you guys just indecisive, or you just like kind of scatterbrained. But this is this is for you. Divine intelligence continuously guides me in the realization of my goals. I am safe. So I feel like some of you really needed to hear that especially that I am safe part, like that you don't have to have like, you don't have to be anxious, like you don't have to like be constantly at a stalemate because you have so many things going on. You can let yourself rest every once in a while. You can find that balance between rest and work. Again, balance is a really important part of your message here. So you are safe. The person you are meant to be, they have found a safe space. They have found the comforts. Remember with the Empress here. Let's get you guys some charms. So we're going to start off with the runes. And some letters. And some numbers. and the charms. So if you're new here, hi, welcome. I don't actually look in here as I shuffle around and get your charms. I just shuffle until I take out 1, 2, 3, however many handfuls. I usually take out around, well, sometimes I take out quite a lot. But let's see. Here I go. And whatever falls out, falls out. I will take that too. Oh wow, you guys got a lot of charms. Okay, so can you see that one? So you got, there it goes. Okay, you guys have Daggaz. So this is a rune about breakthrough, awakening. It also represents the dawn, like the breakthrough of the day. It's also about like it's like transformation, but like change directed through your own will type of energy. For your letters, you have D. I think that's an M, but I'm going to say W as well. C, I, and G. So you have D, M, C, I, G, and also W. For your numbers, you have 10 and 7. Let's see. For your... oh, you got 3 of each. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, so you guys got 2 of the same. Life is a flow of love. Your participation is requested. So pile 3 got that as well, and that was how I discovered that I had 2 of these in there. So yeah, I'm keeping them. So this is more about being able to flow more. So some of you could be kind of rigid, or you just could be because when you're rigid, you can be a little bit stuck in the decision making process. So again, with that indecisive message, so just be more open to flowing. Be more open to change, because change came through twice. Yeah, at least twice in this reading. You also have, in order to be remembered, leave nothing behind but love. So I feel like you guys could be like very caring people anyway. I feel like you guys are like you're aware of how you affect other people and or other people's emotions. I get that for a lot of you, most of you actually. Wow, pessimism never won any battle. So for some of you, again, it kind of goes back to that I am safe thing, where you could be feeling stuck because you have to, like, unsafe and therefore stuck because you feel like you have to do all these things or make all these decisions. So yeah, be more in a flowing energy and be more open to positivity, and not just blind positivity, but just like I was saying about the affirmations, like just that kind of different way of thinking about it. Your skills are needed by others at this time. So for some of you who have, because I was saying with the 4 of Wands, it could be like family or like business. So yeah, if that applies to you, make sure that you are utilizing your skills where they are needed, whether that be listening skills, teaching, anything. They are important, and I feel like they are more likely to be underutilized because you could be focusing on something else. This is a message to remember that as well. Attend to business today. Wow, leave that street side flower alone. So with this message, I always get like 2 things. One is that to pay attention to the things that like you have to do, but also to not, I guess that like for right now it's saying to choose one. So like if you're going to do something that is more, I guess, business um related, then make sure that you're not having your head in the clouds as far as business is concerned, and you can at least concentrate on that. So yeah, that second message is to not have your head in the clouds, pretty much, especially with you guys. I feel like that's come through a lot. Yeah, I'm glad I saw that Seven of Cups at the beginning. So you guys have this little pink car. So cars represent travel, movements, also change, and the color pink is it represents the feminine energy, also childlike energy, and also magic to me. Because purple represents magic more so, but this is like almost like a childlike magical color to me. So that's what I associate it with. You guys also have the Queen. There you go, the Queen and the Pawn. Okay, so more feminine energy. You have two, well, you have a Queen of Cups, and then you have the Empress, and then you guys got the Queen. So the Queen chess piece can go, she can move diagonally, horizontally, or vertically, any which way, except for the way that the Knight moves, which is in an L shape. But the way, whenever I get this charm in a reading, it kind of speaks to how you can go somewhere quicker if you like decide, if you plan things out. Actually, I don't get that in, like, I get that more so in this reading. A lot of other times it's just like the quickness and the kind of surety, is that a word of it? But for you guys, is that a word that exists? I don't know. But for you guys, it's also a message of planning things out so that you are not stuck. It's like the strategy of it. And the Pawn is that message of taking one step at a time. So for you guys, some of you guys are going to be able to kind of, like, the way that you are now, you are able to move further, quicker. And for some of you, you're not there yet, and you need to take one step at a time in order to get yourself organized. So for some of you, you will have to start off with the affirmations I was talking about before, and then work your way up. And some of you already have kind of the ball rolling, and you may not need the affirmations, but for some of you, you will need that kind of jump start to help you out. So you guys also have the red and the green bells. So for me, at least, yeah, for me, the bells represent belief, and you guys got the red and the green one. So the red represents the root chakra. It also represents love, lust, passion, and energy. Also fire. So I feel like that's actually a good kind of balance for you guys, because you guys got water and air here, and then you got like earth and fire. So yeah, that's a balance. Even though sometimes a lot of people think like water and fire and earth and air, those are balances as well. And you guys have the green one, which represents the heart chakra, luck, prosperity, wealth. And this could be the earth chakra the earth chakra. It could be representative of earth as well, because, you know, grass, green, some people, green represents the earth element. So, oh, and also this, the green is the color of the heart chakra. So these two actually go together really well. Yeah. So for you guys, I feel like there's a lot of energy behind you guys, even if you don't know how to like rein it in right now. And even if a lot of it just goes towards like what a lot of people would consider mundane, like your foundations, I feel like it's still really important to you, and it means the world to you. So thank you so much for letting me read for you, Pal 4. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know how I did, hit subscribe if you are not subscribed already. If you would like more readings like this, you can find me on Reddit, Tumblr, Instagram, and TikTok. I also do personal readings now, and that information will be in the description box below. And I will see you guys soon in another reading. Bye.